All right, so welcome back to our reading group, and Happy New Year to everyone. I don't know how long I'm supposed to say that, but yeah, Happy New Year. So I thought maybe we could recap a bit. Let me share my screen. I always forget what we've done so far. So most of it has been dating, right? But we moved a bit beyond that now. Yeah, so that was basically what we had. And we had all these the nice names that we had in all the languages, and I want to find the place where we have the decree, where the decree starts, which was in Greek was just psephisma, I think.
I think it was
Yeah,
Uj
maybe it
in
doesn't.
it
You
was
have it?
Uj. It was Uj in
Yeah, exactly.
so just look for
This
that.
is too far. Yeah, I don't know if it's not. It's maybe not that important, but it's before actually. Nephuru. So that's here we have the Greek one, psephisma. So it was here, and then the heru, what was something like that? Heru penu, and then eum. Yeah, this was a temple. But where is the first word for the decree? There's something I'm ignoring here. Okay, anyway, and so the decree starts just with the word psephisma, and then what we get in the sort of beginning of the decree is that all the priests, various priests of different categories, have united together in Memphis on the date of the anniversary of Ptolemy V taking power from his father. So this sort of accession into power anniversary date, and that also takes a while, and then we get the decree itself that starts with this sort of epeide in Greek, which means insofar, in as much as, because, and then we have this, and we started to look now at what Ptolemy has done to Egypt. So since the king has done this and this and this and this, and we have this long clause that explains sort of everything that he has provided Egypt, and then at the end we will get what he will receive in return. For those beneficent acts, right? He's beneficent all the time. Okay, and that's where we're at right now. And then last time we finished with him. So this was a circumstantial clause, and he gave. So this was a past tense marker here. He gave silver, a lot of it, grain, a lot of it, to the temples of Egypt. That was sort of the last thing we had in the demotic part, and also we had his heart being excellent before the gods. Okay. Yeah. So let's get started. So this was Aurelia. You said we have some interesting parts right away, right?
Right. Although the next line is still kind of okay. There's one zinger in there, or maybe two, but not too bad. It gets worse as we
All
get to
right.
the next two pages.
Okay. So does anybody want to begin?
Can take it if nobody else wants it.
Sure.
Okay. So we have a su,
That is
so some kind of particle. Let's say then maybe. Chemef, His Majesty. Ib,
I feel like my pen is for some reason is super sensitive, but okay, I will figure it out anyway. That you said
Ib,
Ib.
and yeah, I guess that would be Nacher Menich. Or maybe,
Right.
yeah, I
Or,
guess so, huh?
Netcher, let's try.
Okay. The next one is our first bugbear. This is ger, the preposition before. It is spelled shur here because of sound change. That same thing that you see in chepe to shope in Coptic, ch becoming shur. I've seen that already in the 30th dynasty, maybe even earlier, so this is not unique to this text. So they're just spelling it out the way it's pronounced, she, instead of cher.
Yeah.
So before the what? Before the gods, before Encheru or Enchure or however. Okay. So something like as His Majesty was, how do we translate that? Like of excellent disposition towards the gods or before the gods, something of that nature. I'm not completely sure how to really translate menich, necher menich. An excellent god before the gods. A bit tricky. But yeah, I think we're getting the meaning. Then we have RD, and more specifically RDNF he gave.
Yeah, right. E, N, F.
Then we have Chetch or Hat, Chetch Weru or Weru, so a loader server. Here comes the next bugbear, that is Wahid, W Aleph Ch YT.
Wahid, right? Something like
Yeah,
this.
right. And I think that is grain or harvest, like the quantity that you harvest, but grain-wise. And a lot of it. So Kenu,
Okay. Okay.
okay. So the interesting thing here orthographically, maybe to highlight real quick in Wahid, that is wach at the beginning. That is not a ch, but that is the this kind of broom that has like the wider top. It's kind of hard to see in the transcription. And then the final one that's supposed to be the grain, but somehow that Pac-Man looking like thing there that looks more like the spitting lips. It's just because it looks similar. Yes, exactly. So this should really be the grain glyph at the end, the grain barrel with 3 or 4 grains coming out of it. That's what that really is. But it looks different. So in any case, Wahid Kenu, and then we have E Erpewi or Erpeu, or however you want to make the plural, and Kemet. So to the temples of Egypt. So he has
Right,
given
so
them.
this one is R.
This is R, I
Yeah.
think. And just spelled phonetically as A. And then this would be the plural of RP. So RPU, maybe?
I found it as Geshu Peru.
Oh, that would also make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's go with that.
That's just because that was an interesting
No, sure. Let's look at it.
word anyway. So unusual, the sides of the houses, or however we guess per. No, that's not right. It has to be in the plural. It's only a plural. Yes, I think. Yeah, temple.
Cool.
And it has this strange this spelling with the. It's not here actually, but maybe because it's not supported by the font or whatever. But I have checked it in.
Yeah, I remember you did. No, that is correct.
Yeah. And here I have to log in as well. Hit this one. Okay. But does that work or not?
It does. It just always wants it twice because you have to accept the conditions or something.
Yeah, right. So we get this one here.
in parentheses, they are oft, very often.
Yeah, right.
Certainly
Okay.
true. All right.
And that's the feather there is shu normally pronounced, I think.
It is.
So I'm wondering just how we go from why this is gesu peru. Yeah. I don't have an answer for that.
No idea. No, that's an interesting one. In any case, so he gave a lot of silver and grain to the temples of Egypt.
Yep. Nu. Then nice.
So the feather by itself can be guess.
Okay.
Don't ask me why, but I'm just looking at that quote, and he has the feather can be J ein M N R H Sh S Sa S Sh Su K Kes Ges and Chet. Also
Wow.
Ementet, Wenemi, Ma'a, Ma'at, Shoot, Shu, and again guess.
Okay, did you all get that, everyone? Is it sort of locked in, memorized?
It
So
will
it
be on
can
the
be
test.
anything. It can be anything.
Anything but W,
Basically.
yes.
Yeah. Good. Okay, excellent. And then somebody wants to read some Greek and translate.
Why not? Give it a shot.
Yep.
Τα προς Deus Euerge no Ergeti. What am I looking at? Sorry, one sec. I'm trying to figure out what the actual full word there is. Ergetikos. Euergetikos.
Yep.
Dia.
The accent would be here.
Okay. Dia.
Yeah.
Kimenos. Anate. No. Yeah, that is Anate. Sorry, I thought that was
That's
a lambda
right.
for a second.
Yeah. No, but you're right.
Is that meant to be Hoiken or is that theta? I'm not sure.
Theta.
Okay. Tikenis.
So this one is you have the word in this sentence. Anatete ken is a verb. All of this.
Oh. Anate taken. Okay. Should I continue or do I try and make sense of the first bit?
Yeah, you can begin. Try and make sense of this. Yeah.
Dabros Deus, so towards the gods or for the gods.
Mm-hmm.
Euergetikos. Okay, I'm lost.
Yeah, that's an adverb. So when you have this sort of omega sigma ending, that's a productive ancient Greek way of making adverbs from adjectives. So there's an adjective euergetikos, and that means the one who is euergetes, so who is beneficent, right? So this is to do something in a beneficent way.
Okay. Dia through and then kimenos.
Yeah, that's the verb. So diakemai is a verb that means to be disposed. Yeah, and here it's a participle form that agrees with the king.
Mm-hmm.
So he is disposed in a
benefactory. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Way.
By or for the gods.
Yeah, and it's strangely it has this ta article. So because diakemai, which is the verb, is an intransitive verb, so it doesn't really take an object. So this is kind of he is beneficently disposed with respect to the things towards the gods. So with respect to divine things or something like this.
Oh, okay.
It's an accusative. It's called the accusative of respect when you have when it comes like this.
Okay. We have Anate Tikun then. Is Tai
Ista, just ta, another article.
Hiera.
Yep.
Is that a lambda or another alpha?
Alpha.
Arguricas.
Gus.
Te kai. So te first one, then kai.
Yeah, I'm just. It has to be because te is an enclitic. Then we have to have an acute accent on the arguricas. In this case, so arguricas.
Arguricas te kai. Oh, what am I looking at here? Citicas.
Yeah.
Proshodus. Proshodus. Okay.
There's a spelling mistake here. It's supposed to be kappa and not ki. Prosciticas.
Okay.
Ho. So do you see the verb?
Yeah, anate tike. What is this? I don't know what it means, unfortunately.
I don't know if you know the present ana ti mi.
No.
It means to set up or to dedicate, really dedicate something, or to maybe give. But it's used for when I don't know, a Greek city-state dedicates a statue inside a sanctuary, then they put it up. Ana titemi. It's literally to put up. So that's what it means. And then this is the perfect form. So he has a dedicated or something.
So he's dedicated towards, I'm assume, Tahiera. The priestly matters or priestly things. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, basically here it means just the temples. It's
okay.
Just their word for temples.
Arguricas. Okay, yeah. Each single word following here, I'm not too sure.
I don't know how we can. This one arguricas. Do we have like an English arguri? Yeah, it means silver.
Silver. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need an adjective, huh? Like golden, silver, and silver.
Exactly.
We don't have that really.
Yeah.
But like wooden, golden, woolen. You need something like this for silver now.
Okay, silver along with or both with. Is this another form of precious metal? I don't know, or something else.
No, this is the one that we had for the wahid, and in the demotic we had the peret. So it's grain grain. Let's say.
Okay. And the grain towards the road, or.
Yeah, no, yeah, so right. So Aurelio is right that these are adjectives, right? So it's silvery or silver kind and grain kind, and then this is the noun that they describe, proshodus. And it's.
Oh, I don't know what that means then. I thought odos is in road, but it's something else.
No, but you're right. So it's income would be the best English translation. So that's the ways towards you. So the what comes to you.
Okay.
So yeah. So could you make it just with from Anatetiken and on?
Yeah. So he dedicated towards the temple, golden and grain income, or golden grain, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Okay. And so we come to line 7 now of the demotic, where there's a lacuna, like always, that someone, I think I took this from the DPDP, so there's been a reconstruction here. Probably just a parallel from the other two. Anyone wants to have a go?
I can read it. before I do, I actually have a question about the previous demonic line. So,
Let's go.
or I'm sorry, not the demonic, the hieroglyphic line, the part where it says Kenu. Can you remind me what that means?
Aurelio, what was it?
A lot.
I was actually curious about that word. I don't want to go off on like a whole tangent about it, but recently when I was looking in Crumb's dictionary, I was reading about the word notch, and like in Cherney, he's like not sure where it comes. Is it because Bohyric is Nishti, so like Nishti clearly comes from like Nacht, which means like great or strong or something, and he's unsure about notch. But I recently found in Witzichol and Westendorf, they mentioned that it actually comes from. I think that's the one it comes from. We were just looking at the Kinu. It means like I can actually, if I'm able to paste the screenshot in the chat, I can actually do that real quick. Give me a second here. And I think it looks the same, although the determinative is slightly different.
It's not in the chat yet. Did you post something?
That and
From Kenny. From Kenny, which is Kenyu. That looks vaguely familiar. What was that again? Kenyu. Kenny.
then there's the other one.
I don't have it ready for you, unfortunately, like what that would be.
Kenyu.
Does that come up in the TLA? I'm just looking for it. I don't think so. Here it is. Ken, to be, to injure. The TLA has it as QN with the hitting man, basically. And what was the other one? You said you had one more. There it comes. Nox. Obscure etymology. Fech derives the word from Keniu, or that's our Ken, or some kind of form with tricky. No idea.
Yeah, I just wasn't, because I saw the Q or the K with the dot underneath and then the N, so I thought maybe it could be similar, but wasn't sure. So in this text in particular, it means like what, many or something?
Yeah. So in when we had up here, or a lot, right? Grain, a lot of it.
Got it.
In great amount.
Got it. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Which we didn't have in the Greek actually. I'm just trying to. They're not saying, I don't know, polus prosodus or something like this, or polas maybe. Yeah, it's just okay.
Okay. So is that Tenny or something? Is that TN?
Yeah, this is just because it's broken off, so we only have this little part here. It's the same as it's the lizard glyph. So it's this one, just broken off.
So a shy?
Yeah, exactly. So it would be, I don't know if I will do this right, but it would be, yeah, I don't know, something like this. Shy. And I guess it would stop probably here then.
So that part after the Y, is that part of the word?
Yeah, that's probably the determinative part. I can't remember right now. Or am I wrong? Maybe no. It seems here it stops right away. Actually, so let's see. No. Okay. Yeah. So it's something else. Now I see. Those are. It's not part of the word. My mistake.
Okay.
Shy.
I don't know what I'm just thinking of maybe a preposition. So RN.
Yeah. R is right for this one, and that's sort of a preposition or something alone, and then this is a verb, or maybe an infinitive. I think we've had it before. We've had it here.
We did. It's a very common verb.
So D or deet?
Yeah. I've written it deep because it's sort of, and I think then in demotic, it really, for D especially, there's a way to write it for the infinitive and then for everything else, I think. And at least in the Rosetta Stone, this is sort of the infinitive form of ready or D.
And with that next one, would that be Heper, the Chope one?
Yeah, I think so. That's right.
So like basically D Heper, so like to bring about or to produce. So
Yeah.
so we know from Coptic Shpa, I guess it would be the same one.
It would be, yeah, so the causative of Chope is Chpa, yeah, right. Exactly.
Cool. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh.
And now that very next one, is that a determinative or is that a new word?
It's a yeah, so you're in a new word, and these are all, or most of them are uniliterals. So this is
okay.
sort of, yeah, if you remember that sign, which sound it could make. I don't remember, or any of them.
Yeah, I don't. I would say S, but I don't think that's correct. S.
That's correct. That's correct.
Oh.
S.
S something N. Is that a biliteral? Oh, it's a G.
It's a G, and I think this one is sort of meant to be the same as R, as it's an R, like this one. So it's not completely horizontal, but it has a bit of a bend to it in a way.
So R, so sagar.
Yeah. And this is a dotted H in this one.
Is that part of the word?
Yeah, so this is all part of that this word here. So it's segerech. Right.
Yeah, let's look at that one. Because I'm having a hard time to see the dotted H.
Okay, yeah, I will do it in the yeah, so this is the, maybe this also takes me to the DPDP.
It should nowadays, no?
It
I know it
doesn't.
doesn't. It
That's
doesn't.
interesting.
It doesn't.
Okay, so
The Coptic dictionary nowadays does, but not the TLA yet.
to be at peace or just peace? I don't know which one is here. Yeah, so it's the one with the tusk.
Oh, it's the combo.
That's
here.
what they're. Yeah.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
Johnson give this as one of the dotted H variants? I have them here.
Not sure on that. But there's this whole.
This one.
There it is. You're right. There it is.
There it is.
And there's the whole question where the Coptic holy letters come from. And I thought that was one of the theories, but I could be wrong on that.
Okay.
I mean, it does look a lot like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know if there's supposed to be a T on it or not, but I think this Coptic word is supposed to be related to it or derived from it. The charach, it means like a quietness or stillness, like a life of quiet or tranquility.
Okay. It's not giving. Maybe if I go for the other one, not peace, but to be at peace. No, it doesn't. At least they haven't sort of included yet the cognate or the descendant yet. I don't know what that means. If they don't believe it is, or if they just haven't made the connection. Okay.
Then next word is that first one. Is that a definite article?
No. It can be several things. We've had it a few times, and it's a frustrating one because it can be quite a few things. If we have it right away here, but here we have the determinative that sort of helps us. So in this case, it's a preposition and it's hen.
No, like the headless cow one, the interior.
Yeah. And so I think this could be men, for example. We've seen in menech and stuff, and it can also be just p. So it has a few, things it could be.
So hen, and then the next one. It reminds me of the K in Keme, like Egypt, but it's probably, is it the bilingual KM?
Yep, this is KM. So I write it like this. So this is right, KM. We have the M that I always remember what the term is for the reinforcing this extra sound. And then you have two sort of reed leaves or a reed leaf, but anyway, that makes an E. And then I think at the end here is just the niut or the toponym determinative, what it's meant to be.
And that next dot, probably a preposition of some kind, either an R or an N.
Yep, R.
R. And is this another uniliteral S?
Yep. And then you had next to it.
Let's see, S. S, maybe MN or WN?
Yep. No, that's right. It's MN. So I'm just looking. So we have semen, which I think should go all the way here. So I don't remember what everything else is, but you're right. S, MN.
Is it a Y? A Y or an
right.
E?
It's an Y or an E. Yeah. I just feel this could be a T. I just feel like I'm way off. And this could be, what could it be? The hand to mouth guy, or am I wrong about that? Maybe. Let's check it. Semen.
Okay.
Right. Right, which is smina in the Coptic. And so we have, okay. So it's nu, basically. They say that these two ones here are nu or n, and then the last one here is the mortar or pestle thingy, which is probably determinative in semen.
Or possibly I was thinking it could be qualitative too, because I think smont is the qualitative. So like Egypt is established or is founded, but I'm not sure if that would work with the grammar in that sentence.
Semen in the earlier does have this as a determinative, if I understand correctly. Let's see how the grammar works out. Yeah. But yeah, so this one was supposed to just be which number is this? Can I see that? Yeah, U32. Okay. Who knew? Okay.
And next one, is that a masculine definite article, the pa? Or maybe it's a na?
Yeah, I think it's, how is the pa again in the Rosetta? So I think it's usually ta or na, so either feminine singular or just plural. And then, but maybe pa as well, I don't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, but let's see which one it is. So what comes later?
Pa can be like the inverted D that you have earlier on, like a little U almost. So I would think this is either ta or na, I think.
Yeah, right.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Pa is it like like something like this often?
Yep,
just
yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a short vowel marker.
So maybe pa. It's probably a definite article, whatever the.
Yeah, it's a definite article. That's for sure.
And is that?
So it depends on the number for this word, if it's a plural or a singular. Basically.
Is that very next one, the vertical line? Is that a Is that just a uniliteral N?
This one is yod.
Ah.
This one.
And
We had this before, this combination and this word. So what could this one under here, what could this be? This is one, we've had it twice already in the same line. So we basically have the three sort of main options in the same line for this sign.
So whatever this word is, it's probably a noun since it's preceded by a definite article. And then with the prosthetic yod, so I something y.
This is a determinative.
Is that the house determinative?
Exactly. Yeah. Sort of thing like this.
Oh, is this the RP word, like temples?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's nice, very nice. Okay, well reasoned. And then we have when we have the vertical line at the end of the word, that's usually the plural. That's the plural sign often.
Yeah.
So pu, right? Which gives us what article?
That'd be the plural article, the na.
No. Okay, so let's put it together.
So I don't know if this is a noun like an abundance or is multiple or something, or multiplies or makes many. I'm not sure what the part of speech is.
Which word? Which are you thinking about? The wahef or
the ashai? Is that a?
Oh, okay. I'm thinking just if you can include sort of what we have in the, because this is all part of the same sentence,
right?
With the reconstructed part.
So would it be like, would the ashai here be? Would it be like a qualitative? Would it be like he is abundant, or he?
It goes with ha. It's the adjective or qualitative or however we have to see it, but it agrees and it modifies this word, which means expense. And I wonder if it has I think, expense. It doesn't have a Coptic descendant either. So it would have been written like this, they suppose, if it had been in this part of the stone. So the uniliteral for regular H, and then to the and then a determinative of some kind. Okay.
And what does it mean? Expense, right?
Yeah, expense.
Okay.
So would the he together with the ashai, would that be like a great expense or just expense?
Great expense.
All right. So great expense made.
We have the R here. I just R.
Oh, right. Yeah. So a great expense to produce or to bring about. I can't remember what we said. Sagrach is it quietness or stillness or?
Yeah, exactly. Calm, quietness, something. Peace. Yeah.
A great expense to produce peace inside Egypt, to establish or found the temples.
Yeah. I think so. How do we take this R? Do we take it as a 2? Because it can't be a qualitative, right? Because we don't have a subject in this. Because R can also be qualitative, or no, I'm sorry, circumstantial marker at times. Because he is bringing about, as you say, peace in Egypt, and he is establishing the temples.
So yes, so it couldn't be a qualitative here. So Saman would have to be transitive, right?
Right. That's a transitive.
Yeah.
But shouldn't it have some kind of subject, or some kind of, or is it an infinitive, as you said, in order to, so he brings about the peace in order that he might sort of establish the temples.
That's how I was thinking of it. Just like infinitive, like in order to establish.
And what about these in the beginning, right here, the first three parts here?
So these are all the little vertical line in between. That's not telling us like we have an option.
No, that's my way of putting. These are the parts. So we have wahef, iri, he.
Oh, I see. I see. And it's supposed to correspond with what we read previously. So to put him, I'm not sure if that's an Egyptian.
This is a past tense marker. This is the way they just make the past tense now. I think it is, as you say, it's wah or to put or to place, but it becomes just something in the past, like a periphrastic construction. Yeah.
Right. And then the F after wah, that's a subject, right? Not an object.
Yeah. That's a subject.
So, he has put. He has put making great expense. I'm not sure.
Yeah, right. And all the rest. So just not even put. Just he gave, or he made great expenses, or he paid a lot, or he offered a lot in order to yada yada, all that you said. And then I assume here this is actually a circumstantial marker.
Yep.
With the subject there. So here we have right, because we have all of these circumstantial clauses that accumulate in this part of the decree now, when we're giving all the various beneficent things that Ptolemy did.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I'm not going to go down on a rabbit hole again with this or look for screenshots or anything, but I'm curious about the wah, because I remember something about like really archaic Coptic, where at least one of the dialects, you have the like when you say the past tense, it's just a form of iri. So like afsotim is like he did the hearing literally, and there's also a form with a wah that's like so instead of af, you have like haf, and I thought the whole I read that hori was supposed to come from wah, but I'm not certain about that. It's just something that's reminding me of that.
That's really cool. This might be it. Yeah, sorry.
So I wasn't sure if like wah is supposed to go with iri, and that's supposed to be like a wah subject iri is like that whole thing is like one unit as to say like someone did something in past tense, but I'm not sure.
It's actually even in the Coptic dictionary. Ach, particle reduced form of perfect participle of woch. Hang on. Ach, verbal perfect. Who has that? Lycopolitan.
Okay.
Lycopolitan seems to have this. Yeah, it's dialectal. You're not going to see this one, I think. Imbohiric. They have one Sahidic example here, which is kind of weird. Could be a mix. Or maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing, but it's definitely a thing. Look at that.
Yeah.
At least ha, like Hori Aleph or Alpha. Verbal prefix perfect one. The Coptic dictionary actually has Lycopolitan, Mesochemic, and Fayumic. Wow. Very interesting. So it's more widespread maybe than I thought. So the thing, definitely exists.
Very nice. I did not know that.
Do we think that that's what this is in this text, or is it just a coincidence, do you think?
No, that's what it is. Demotic,
yeah.
It's very common. As a perfect
that's the way that's how I learned, and Johnson teaches you this sort of simple, when it's not a SEGMF past or something, you use wah. Okay. We have some time here. Let's go. What's the equivalent hieroglyphic portion do we get? Who wants to read now?
I will.
Yep.
Erdit Nanef.
Yeah, right. So I don't know what the T is doing there, but I'll just write it like this.
I'm gonna guess Sheps or Shepsu.
Yeah, Shepesu, right? That has to be it. Yeah, Shepesu. Shepesu.
Waru.
Weru. Yep. Sorry. Weru.
You. Gara. Gara.
Yeah, this is actually, if I'm not mistaken, then this is the dotted H, the arm at the end there, for some reason.
Of course it is. Why
For
not?
Yeah.
Just put the shoe feather there. Ta Merit.
Yeah. Ta. Merit. Or Meri. Yeah.
Sejed.
Yeah, this is Sajed, exactly. Sajed.
And I don't know what to do with this.
That one was complicated, I think. Aurelio, do you have this one?
Yes, I do. So we have the Sajedi already. The next one is Kebehui.
Okay, but Kebe. Okay, no. Keb.
Kebehui. Yeah. And then just make
And
it
then
a
it's
dual,
like a dual.
which is a word for Egypt, apparently. So it's phonetic. The Quebec cool jar, basically jar with cool water coming out of it, and then you make it into a place name by putting the city underneath, and then you double it to make it into a dual. And why the whole thing means Egypt, I have no idea, but yeah, that's what it is.
All right.
And I put the two arms into the chat. One is the normal ein, and the other one is the slightly angled one, which, among other things, means gerech, stop.
And it's the hand up versus hand down.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so he gave treasures, luxuries, many riches. You gotta. I don't remember what garech means.
I think this is the thing where they conflate or they mix up EU and R, right? Because it's pronounced the same way. So we often have EU for R at this point.
Okay. Help me with garech though. I forget. Call. It's like quiet, right?
Yeah.
Quiet. So to quiet. Okay. In order to pacify Egypt. And in order to make enduring to not endure. Don't tell me. Stable, to make stable. Egypt.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. I was just thinking, because right at the demotic we had he makes the country Keme calm, but he establishes the temples. But this time it's Egypt, but just in two different ways. Okay. Why not? Great.
I think Kebehui is Egypt. Should we quickly double check that?
Yeah. No, I remember it now. You're right. It's just
okay, because it's a bit
strange.
weird. I mean, you can use two different names, but then you would think there's some kind of nuance in the meaning, right? Kebehui. Doesn't even come up. Why is that? There we go. No, that doesn't help. Do you have it? I'm on my own screen here. Sorry. Oh yeah, there you are. Not there. There it is. Oh, I spelled it with a Y. That's why. There it is.
It can be temple Egyptians.
So maybe that's
strange.
That would make more sense.
Oh.
So it's a temple.
So it can be just Egypt. Or it can mean, but here we don't have any example sentences, at least in the TLA. So it's a pretty rare thing, I guess.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Where is it?
Where is it exactly? Those were wondering as well. No, that's something else, right? It has to be up here.
It would have to be up there.
Skjutskott.
This is about snakes, so that's not it. Maybe one page before that. That looks more promising. Oh God, this is also obscure. About the taking flight of a bird. It's something I need every day.
Wait, I'll go even earlier. Let's see. Wassergebiet. This has to be
Oh,
Kebehu.
there.
Talking about there you go.
Yeah, here we have the Egypt.
Oh wow! Scroll up a little bit higher. Let's see what number A is. What A is. Okay, so Kebehu. Attested since the Pyramid text. Middle Kingdom, Dynasty 18. Also Kebehi, wetland, wet area, basically. First meaning, A, the area of the first cataract, especially in names of Khnum, and also other gods. Okay. B, as the location of waterfowl, the birds of the Kebehu. Okay. Also figuratively or extended meaning, Kebehu, the waterfowl. So you can call them that way as well. And then C, two Kebehu areas could be older meaning of Horus and Seth, referring to Upper and Lower Egypt. Then the two Kebehu meaning Egypt. Okay. And then also in the combination Kebehu Tawi. And then finally, also something about miscellaneous, also in that combination, Dash and Kebehu, area of purification for a dead body in the temple. Oh, no, sorry. For the dead body, semicolon, and like cleansing area in the temple. I don't think you bring dead people into a temple. So, yeah, there you go.
Okay, so we didn't have the simple temple meaning. I assume maybe this comes from this place, that we have to try to make sense of this Kebech Ui, and then people have said, okay, then it can mean temple as well. But usually it means Egypt is how I, interpret it. Great. I think we should have time to get through these two lines. Anyone up for it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Kiai, Dapanas, Bolas, Hypomomeniken, Heneka tu ten Egypton. What am I looking at? Eldian.
Alpha.
Aragin.
Yep. Again.
Keta Hira.
Yeah.
Kavas.
This one's a bit tricky.
Kavas was.
It's a towel. It's a towel.
It's a towel. Oh, Katas.
Yeah.
Kata stairs. Kata stairs.
Alpha.
A lambda. Okay, an alpha. Sas. Oli. Was that meant to be? Kata stairs. Sastai.
It's really it's weird with this part. Yeah, but it's Kata stairs. Yeah.
And
Expense.
the expense, the great expense, the mini expense, which remained. No, which
Yeah, this is the
comes
verb
from
of
from
what.
meno, but
It's a really strange word. I didn't know this, but you're right. It's hypomeno, and it can mean, I don't know how to make it make sense, but it means to endure something, to tolerate something, to abide something, and then so he abides many expenses. He tolerates many expenses. I don't know how to.
oh, okay. So he tolerates many expensives on account of Egypt, of the Egypt.
Yeah, on account of two. And then, so you have the Heneka takes the genitive, so you have the genitive here, and then Aegypton is its own thing, but you need to figure out what the two goes with.
Oh,
So it's tu, tan, Aegypton, is Eudian, Agagen. All that is what is sort of controlled by Heneka.
yeah. So the again, what does that mean?
To lead,
To lead. Okay, so that's the verb. On account to lead. On account of
yeah,
something
Of-
to lead
of leading.
the Egyptians
yeah, leading Egypt,
towards, and then whatever Eldian is.
peace or prosperity.
Oh, okay.
like that.
So he basically holds these many expensives on account of leading Egypt towards peace.
Yeah, exactly. Or for the sake of something like that, of leading Egypt to peace. Mhm.
And the temples, katastai.
So this also is sort of this is called the articular infinitive. So this is also part of the two katastesastai in this thing.
Remind me what katastes is for. So,
It's to establish.
okay. And for the establishing and of the establishing of the temples.
Exactly. So so hypomem. Then this is a perfect. So it's a kind of past tense. So he has really has given. It's the same thing, but he has performed sort of in a difficult way. He has tolerated the performing of multiple expenses for the sake of leading Egypt to peace and for the sake of establishing temples, which makes me think when we read the demotic that Randy, you were very right that this is also a in order to R, because that's what we have in the Greek. They map very well, if that makes sense. Okay, that's about what we had time for. Are there any questions or anything else to take up? Otherwise, I'll see you in a week. Thank you.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Yeah, have a nice week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.